Hello Internet. This video is going to be a bit different for me, in that this is going to be a things I've got in the mail.
What you making?
The first item, it came about because Joe, the 3D printing professor, who I'll have a link to his YouTube channel down the bottom, posted on Twitter about this shirt that he got and about it didn't fit. And I quite like this logo, the shirt, and I mentioned like where can we buy it, not realising it was a ad or a promotional shirt for a company. And they actually tweeted me and asked me if I would like a shirt, and I said sure. I live in Australia though, it's a long way to post it. If you want to post it, that's fine, but just be aware. And then after a while, a shirt turned up, which is here. So cool shirt. It's got their name of the company. Whoops. I can't do that. There we go. On the side, Victory. Did a little bit of looking up on it. It appears to be a 3D modelling program. From my limited playing with it so far, it seems to be like a blender style sort of thing where you pull things around in shapes to make items, more than a parametric modelling system like Onshape or Fusion 360, which is more what I deal with. So it looks like some cool things you can do with it, but so far it doesn't seem to be the sort of thing I'll be into. But if you want 3D modelling software that's more sort of artistic style stuff, that might be helpful. I'll probably try and have another look at it later on when I get time to have a look. But I did find this to print in 2 parts. The bottom of this is a little bit bad, but that's just because I realised afterwards, I didn't look at it properly, but it didn't actually sit flat on the bed. It was actually only this tiny bit at the very top was on the bed, everything else was printing in midair. So from that it didn't do too bad and recovered quite well. The man had support underneath. Most of it's come away. I haven't really done too much to it other than just rip it off. A little bit of support under the chin and the back of the helmet. And then he just sits on there. And that looks quite cool. I might have to print that again though, just for the base to get that flat. That's a quite cool little model. And that was modelled in Victory. So that's the sort of thing you can do on it, so it does do quite good things. And let's go to the next one. As you can see, I've decided to put the shirt on. Now, the next thing, I've been buying some extra parts for my CR10. Now, this was a plan for a while, that eventually I was going to try and change it into a non-Bowden printer. But I had the thermistor in it die, and so it's already in the same temperature all the time, and therefore can't print. So I decided to, since they were on sale and discounted off the sale price at Aldi, got myself a Can Create Touch. Now that one is just being used currently as a printer. It will replace my CTC as my ABS printer. I just need to enclose it and that yet, so there's a few things to do for that one, but at least I've got something I can print with. It doesn't move all over the place. The CTC, while it's been a workhorse and been using it for well over 3 years, it's starting to show its age. So I bought some parts for the CTC to change, the CR10. All these printers named very, very similar. To start changing it into a direct drive, using a Build Touch clone and a E3D Titan Aero clone, and if that works, then I'll possibly look at spending the money on an official one. The problem is, the first part of the packaging arrived and the box looks a little bit squished, so it's going to be interesting to see how this turns out. And I just realised I've been filming without the lights on, so I've turned them on, so hopefully this looks a little bit better. So let's open this up. Ah, looks like it's well protected because it's in a plastic container. Another plastic container. Some extension leads. Cardboard box. So we have extension leads for the touch, for the signals and for the power. We have a fan for cooling the hot end. We have thermistor and the heat cartridge. Cool. We have the heat block. Thermal grease. Okay, I'm going to have to read up on this before I assemble it. Two little bearings in there. I just want to have a look at the aluminium block, because that's one thing that sort of interests me, is how they've put that together and how well it's done. That's a shiny block. That's quite cool. Okay. Oh, so just so people know, this is a Triangle Labs clone of the bits and pieces. I'll put some links below the things I got. So this will be the instructions for wiring this up. If these Beal touch style things work well, I might put one on the click and create touch as well, because with induction probe on the CR10 I got used to not having to level the bed at all. It was really quite good. The only problem was there was a zebra plate on there and each side was a different level height, because the production was different. So with this, at least, no matter which way up it is, since it's physically touching it, it should be the same. Pins in there, screws for mounting. Close that back up so I don't lose anything. Please read documentation before use. Heat sinks. Mounting brackets, which we won't be using. Oh wow, quite a few nozzles. 3 nozzles came in with it. That's interesting. So there's 1, 2, 3 nozzles. I have to figure out what sizes they are. Whether they're all 0.4 or not quite sure. Pancake motor. Okay, so you could use this quite happily as a Bowden as it is, because it's got all the parts for it. So basically you take the cover off and put this one on to turn it into a direct drive. My lever arms, yep, it's got all the parts. So if you want to be a Bowden, could be on either 3mm or 1.75 by looks. There's the actual hot end. Looks like there's some bits where there's multiple parts, like they've got a middle bit for the tension for the extruder, but there's also one in here with a plastic knob. So it looks like they've upgraded bits over time, but they don't pull anything out, they just add more bits to it, which is interesting. I'll put all this back away because I've got to fit it all back in again now. But I I've been printing bits for that. So that is a mount for the CR10. So the thread goes on one side, or pancake motor goes on one side, thread goes on the other. A couple of other parts I've ordered so far. I've ordered a nice little unit that will plug into where the display goes, and then you plug the cables into that, so the power gets and signal gets routed off of that without having to do any soldering and stuff like that. I also had to order another fan because when I was fiddling around with the one on there trying to figure out what was going on, the wire broke off right up at the fan, so there's no real chance of soldering back on. They're cheap enough. I just bought one from Australia to get it here quick, and another pack of 5 for less from China coming across. So once all those bits get here, I'll be setting up the CR10. Until then, I'll be using the key Integrate Touch, and I'll do some videos on setting that up and modifying it to work a little bit better or just be more user friendly. Okay, so this last package, nice big one, came all the way from the US, thanks to a Pyro Design and Heather or Didi Header on Twitter. I bought this from them, and this is going to be really cool. So let's change over the camera again. Let's open this one up. So we have one smash sign. Whoops. And a pop sign. They are awesome. That's very, very cool, guys. So if you want one of these, I'll put a link below to the Etsy store where you can get one of those if you decide those are cool. I think they are. The kids are going to like them when they see them. They've gone to bed at the moment, it's late, but they'll see them probably tomorrow, and hopefully they should be happy as I am. After searching the box some more, we found out there was also some stickers in there for Freddie Pink Mafia and a Pyro Design, so I'll have to find somewhere to put them up so they show up in some videos. My first stickers from any other 3D printing channel, so that's really cool. Guys, hope you liked the video. If you did, please like it. If you want, subscribe. There'll be another one coming next Monday. If you don't like it, dislike it on the YouTube. Tell me why in the comments. Always helpful to improve. And there's more videos there if you want to have a look. And see you next week.